Councilmember Tinkler,
Here.
Councilmember Bowden,
Here.
Councilmember Appel,
Here.
Councilmember Parker,
Here.
Mayor Cogswell.
Here. I'd like to have just a moment of silence. Okay, now I'd like to call on Chief Mike Jalazada to give us a brief update on storm preparations and where things stand with this formation, or whatever you want to call it, out in the Atlantic. So Chief Jalazada, hand it over to you.
Thank you, Mayor. Mayor and Council, good morning. Thank you for the opportunity to give you a quick briefing. I do have EM Specialist Daniel Flusses here, as well as our emergency management team who've been working to monitor the situation. I'd like to start out first with Daniel providing a quick overview of the weather scenario from the latest information we have from the Weather Service. Give me one moment to share the screen here. All right, just verifying you see a graphic of the ocean right now?
Yes, I can see it.
Right. Daniel?
Good morning. So as you look at this map, we're not concerned about Umberto or Gabrielle. We're concerned about the blob that's to the east of Cuba. We're calling it disturbance 94L. If it becomes a hurricane, it's, a tropical storm eventually, or hurricane, it will be called Imelda. The Weather Service, National Weather Service Charleston, has presented us with three potential scenarios, none more likely than the other, except that now with scenario 3, they're discounting that. So scenario 1 would have it impact anywhere from, say, Savannah up to the South Carolina, North Carolina border. Scenario 2 would have it head toward us, still have some impacts, possibly even stall for a bit and then veer off to the right. A lot of uncertainty, though. That's a key word we need to be thinking about. So some key forecast points before this, before future Imelda even comes to our area. We're going to have some rainfall tomorrow. Right now, forecast of a 1/2 inch to 1.5 inches with an outlier potential of 2 to 3 inches. Again, uncertainty over 94L's track intensity and impacts. We may get some clarity later today. If we do, you may begin to see these forecasts on the National Hurricane Center. No guarantee that we'll get clarity later today, but that's the hope. In terms of how the city is preparing, Stormwater has deployed its pumps. Police have been out verifying that their barricades are deployed. Fire is readying its high water vehicles. Our communications people are preparing public messaging for the storm. Livability and Tourism has been in touch with the carriage industry, and Public Works has been working on a sandbag plan.
If I could just add one other component here, we have also ordered that all the lakes be lowered, including Lake Dodder. I know Councilman Shealy, you've reached out on that.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, and then finally, just some reminders for us all, city staff, citizens, and visitors need to prepare now. Uncertainty doesn't mean don't prepare. We need to think about emergency kits, think about things that we might find in our hurricane guides on the Charleston County, Berkeley County, South Carolina websites, and then also know your zones. For example, the city downtown, we're in Zone B. West Ashley is Zone C, so we need to be familiar with our zones in case we have to evacuate.
All right. Well, thank you, Daniel. And again, even though this is not formed yet, we are treating it as if we're expecting some kind of impact. And that's critical, that we don't want to downplay the scenario. We want everybody to begin to prepare, utilize the weekend to get your families ready, review these emergency guides, and make sure you're ready in case this does have some type of impact to our area. We likely will not know more until late today. And we're hoping to get some more information after 5 o'clock from the Weather Service, as well as in a prep call with Charleston County Emergency Management.
When will that call be, Chief? At 5?
The the Charleston County call is at 5. The Berkeley County call is at 6 p.m., I believe. And then the city team will have its next leadership call at 6:30 this evening, where we will share an update with what we learned.
Okay. Councilman Seekings?
Thanks, Mr. Mayor. Hey, Daniel, just really quick, Mike, is one of the action plans, should the storm ramp up and the rain come, to open some parking garages as well?
Yes, sir, it is. And we did not share every action item that we've accomplished so far. We just kind of give you some highlights. But I believe there are 3 parking decks that have already been established for potential opening on Monday, and 2 others in reserve, depending on the nature and quantity of rain we're talking about.
And you'll just publish those when it becomes readily apparent that we're going to need them?
I'm sorry, one more time.
I said you'll just publish which garages and when it becomes time to announce that we need them?
Yes, sir. So at that time, there'll be a news release issued via city communications out to the normal channels, but also published on the website.
Thank you.
Yeah, Deja's engaged, our comms department's engaged with emergency management and Chief Gillazzo on all this. And we've already been sending out some notices, just, know your zones, that sort of thing, getting people prepped for it. We're certainly trying to be prepared. Also don't want to jump the gun too much, as this is always a delicate balance, as y'all are well aware. But in light of the fact that the governor, his announcement of a state of emergency, then we have to just obviously be prepared. The other just component of this, and y'all have been reading the news as much as I have, but we're going to get a lot of rain this weekend before this disturbance forms. So, that could soften the ground and increase the probability of trees coming down in the lake. So, just watching it all very closely. And I guess the next update for council, we can maybe send out something this evening after we, after the 2 calls with the counties. Would that work, Chief Gillazzo?
Yes, sir. Not a problem.
Okay. We'll just send that to everybody's city email address. Okay, anything else? Any other questions from any other council members or any other comments from staff? Councilman Shealy.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Mayor. And, I've been in touch with people that live along Lake Dotter. They're very concerned about the lake levels. And the lake levels I did hear back that lake levels did go down last night. I think some people were happy to see that. It's not as low as they feel safe. The people around Lake Dotter have flooded 3 times in the past, but before I was actually on council, so it's been a while. But they're certainly concerned about that, about the level on that lake, and anything we can do to keep that level dropping would be great. So it only drops at low tide because it goes into Church Creek, and the creek has to be low. So, but I appreciate anything we can do there. So thank you.
Okay. Anything else from anybody? All right, we'll look for, again, an update from us early evening, and then in that update, depending on where things stand, we'll let you know when the following update would be, just to, put it on your radar, so to speak. All right, guys, well, if there's nothing else, this meeting is adjourned. Thanks for everybody joining.